Stop watching the news and start making some. The Charlie Kirk Show.
You know, we're talking about affordability, the affordability crisis, something that Charlie cared a lot about, and there is no better partner than to bring up than WhyRefi, because if you have a private student loan that you cannot pay, that you are struggling to keep up with, that's stressing your budget, forcing you to not live within your means in other ways, then you need to get in touch with WhyRefi.com. They help you with distressed or defaulted private student loans that others will not even touch. And here's the key. They provide you with a custom loan payment that you can actually afford based on what? Your ability to pay. So they will work with you. They'll look at your monthly budget. They'll look at your expenses, all that stuff, and they'll see what you can handle. And they'll tailor your solution for your specific situation. So WhyRefi refinances distressed and defaulted private student loans, which are different from federal student loans. Many clients aren't even able to make the minimum monthly payment on their private student loans. When they first contact WhyRefi, they can help. So go to 888-WhyRefi34. Give them a call, 888-WhyRefi34, or log on to WhyRefi.com. That's YREFY.com. YREFY.com may not be available in all 50 states, but don't let that stop you. Give them a call, and hopefully they can help you out. They are amazing patriots. We're going to welcome back radio in 1 second. Welcome back to the Charlie Kirk Show. Blake, Neff, Mikey McCoy, Andrew Kolvet. We got an email from Melissa. Michael, do you still have that?
Yeah. This is pretty good.
I love it. I was actually like, yes, please.
Stop calling Tyler Robinson the gentleman who killed Charlie. Gentlemen, come on, guys. He's a thug, murderer, and a sick, demented freak.
My message to Melissa, agreed. Noted.
Noted.
Agreed. Yes, agreed. So change will be made, absorbed, internalized. Thank you. Blake, I want to get your reaction to a clip because, again, you have to give credit where it's due. When people are actually listening to you, we have to not only be a squeaky wheel that gets the grease, we have to say thank you for listening. All right? This is Stephen Miller, who I think just absolutely nailed it, 375.
We're focusing relentlessly on affordability. So President Trump's working to bring down the cost of living even more than he already has. So Thanksgiving meals are going to be 25% cheaper. But President Trump is not content with that. He is fighting to bring down the cost of every single consumer and household good. And the tax bill is going to be a huge part of this. Because when we make life more affordable for our companies, for domestic industry, for domestic manufacturing, with 100% expensing, with the largest tax cuts in history, then prices are going to keep coming down.
And proof, Blake, I'll get your reaction. Sorry, I decided I wanted to link two together. 368.
Target is dropping prices ahead of the holidays. The company announcing reduced costs on 3,000 food, beverage, and essential items starting this month. Target is also bringing back its Thanksgiving meal at its lowest price ever. The deal gives customers a complete dinner with all your holiday favorites for less than $5 per person.
All right, Blake, thoughts?
So I don't want to overreact to a specific Target. It's good. I'm glad they're doing it, but it's one store. I think I'm more optimistic about seeing the fall in rental prices, which some people are saying, oh, that might be a concern too. And you know, people have their leveraged, rental unit, whatever. But the point is like, what if people complain? They've complained prices are high, so you want to look at the high level things. What do they spend the most on? The biggest expense for the vast majority of people is their housing. And right now, the cost to get a rental in the United States is going down everywhere in the country. In the long run, people will feel that. The drop is actually not a lot, but we also have inflation. So if you're holding even, if the price of housing is holding even and inflation is going up a few percent a year, that's effectively like a 3% cut in the cost of housing. And people have seen it only go up for years and years on end, especially since COVID. And I think we're seeing where once you stopped the endless flood of demand into the country, things are getting better. Things are getting more affordable.
Yeah, I agree with you, Blake. I'm actually more interested in seeing rents drop, but then also how many homes we're building, interest rates dropping. The biggest win for the economy and for young people in general is just deportations. 2 million plus deportations, self-deportations. This has a direct impact on costs going down, on rent going down, on affordability just in general in the United States. But then also as a young couple, there's something about buying a house, being able to walk around your neighborhood safely with the, back in your psyche, knowing that there's less illegals now. There's less criminals in this country now. But then also back to just Antifa, I want to really praise Harmeet Dillon and also the FBI who put out the website for tips. We, at the same time as we're deporting all these illegals and criminals in our country, we want to find the active criminals that are part of Antifa. And we're going to keep talking about that later in the show. But we want justice for that. The administration is on point on multiple fronts with housing, deportations.
Well, think about it. Think about it from this perspective. About a year ago, our FBI was targeting us.
Yeah.
Turning Point USA was getting spied on.
Yeah.
And now the FBI is putting out tip lines to target to find, Antifa thugs that were attacking, assaulting, and trying to disrupt our event in UC Berkeley.
Yeah, and how fast they came after the January 6ers. But we're going to come after the real Antifa criminals fast. We're going to find each and every one of you with geo-tracking. If you spit on our attendees, if you attacked our attendees, this is disgusting stuff that happened 2 months after Charlie's assassination at our event at Berkeley. We're not going to stand for it. We're very upset, and we want to see accountability and justice.
Blake, just real quick, actually, Danny on our team makes a good point that according to the polls, you're right. Rent is probably a larger bucket of cost for the average person. But from a pure polling standpoint, 378, if you show this, it's bipartisan that the number one issue for most people is inflation, cost of living, and that is cost of goods, groceries, gas, those sorts of things tend to leave potentially a bigger emotional impact. So for what it's worth. Andy No on Antifa next.